Gone are the days when dull history lessons put you to sleep. Captivating visuals breathe new life into the tales of yesteryears. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the trust-tested channel. After that, leave us a comment on what other stories you would like to hear about. This is an image of Stephen Hawking before he was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis in 1963 and years later. In 1963, Stephen Hawking received a diagnosis of ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, when he started facing movement challenges during his last year at Oxford University. Initially, doctors predicted he had only 2 years to live. However, Hawking remarkably defied these odds, living with the condition for over 50 years, an exceptionally long duration for someone with ALS. In London, 1940, a young girl sits among the debris of her bombed house, holding her doll. Keep calm and carry on. Milkman delivering milk right after the London Blitz, 1940. Soviet scientist Vladimir Demikov truly created a two-headed dog. In 1959, Demikov documented a unique experiment where he connected the upper body of a small dog to the neck of a larger one. The surgery, performed in 1954, involved dogs named Shavka and Brodyaga. Both dogs received anesthesia before the surgery, and the shaved areas, Brodyaga's neck and Shavka's midsection, were bisected. Demikov and his team exposed Brodyaga's jugular vein, aorta, and neck vertebrae by cutting into his neck. They then cut into Shavka's midsection, layer by layer, connecting small blood vessels to Brodyaga's. Both survived for 4 days, with the small dog able to drink water, but they died due to a strangled connecting vein. The love story of Anna Nicole Smith and husband, Howard Marshall. In 1994, Anna Nicole Smith, then a 26-year-old model and actress, married 89-year-old billionaire oil tycoon, Howard Marshall. They met 3 years earlier when Smith was working as a stripper in Houston, and their relationship blossomed over time. Despite the significant age difference and Smith's rising fame, she claimed to have genuinely loved Marshall. Their marriage was met with intense media scrutiny, speculations about her motivations, and public fascination. Marshall passed away just over a year later, leading to a protracted legal battle over his estate between Smith and Marshall's family. The controversy and litigation surrounding their relationship continued until Smith's death in 2007. In the early 20th century, Jean Libera, also referred to as the double-bodied man, was a sideshow performer alongside his parasitic twin, Jacques. Jacques was attached to Jean's chest and abdomen, featuring 2 underdeveloped arms, legs, and a partially developed head, integrated into Jean's body. Relying completely on Jean for circulatory and nervous system support, Jacques was an integral part of Jean's life. Remarkably, Jean led a relatively typical life, having a successful marriage and fathering 4 healthy children. He lived to be about 50 years old. Electric scooters, now considered trendy, actually date back over a century. In the early 1900s, people used them for commuting, going to school and work. During World War I, their popularity rose due to low fuel consumption, with the New York Postal Service experimenting with scooters for mail delivery in 1916. However, after the war, challenges like their heavy weight and difficulty in transport led to a decline. By 1921, inventor Arthur Hugo Cecil Gibson abandoned efforts to improve scooters, deeming them outdated. So, which of these stories surprised you? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also comment down below if this video was helpful.